Hello guys, I am currently in the bathroom on my train, which is gross, but I was nervous to walk in public. I'm going to the south of France. I'm headed to Lyon. I'm on my train. I'll show you my seat, and yeah, here we go. Good morning, everybody. I'm in Lyon. So I left last night at like 7 p.m. from Lille and then got here last night at like 11, checked into my Airbnb or my hostel, and then just went to sleep. So nothing happened last night that you guys would have missed other than me getting here. But today I have kind of an exciting program. I am going to Notre Dame Fourvière, which is like the huge cathedral here in Lyon. And I'm gonna do a little exploring of Vieux Lyon, and yeah, just have fun exploring Lyon. And then tomorrow I've got some other things going on. I'm meeting up with Breland, if you remember Breland and her friend, because they wound up coming to Lyon at the same time as me. We're just gonna cross paths for a day because I head out to Marseille tomorrow. So that is the plan. Let's go find some breakfast. Okay, so this wall portrays a bunch of like famous people from Lyon, and one of them that I recognize is Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't know if I said that right, but he's the one that wrote Le Petit Prince, and he's up there. So that's pretty cool. He's from Lyon. Right, everybody, I finished my breakfast. I'm walking back along the river. I always forget how much I love traveling alone. Like, I love traveling with friends, obviously, but there's something about being able to just sit and eat in complete silence that is so peaceful. Like, I just sat there listening and watching the world go by, eating my pastries, drinking my cappuccino. And it was just so peaceful. No thoughts in my head. I was just enjoying life. It was great. So that was breakfast. Now I am heading off to Basilica de Notre Dame Fourvière, which is the big cathedral, basilica, whatever you want to call it, here in Lyon. And so I have that at 11. I'm walking to the lift right now because it's like straight uphill. So I'm not gonna decide to hike that by myself, but I'm walking to the lift. I'm really early for my 11 o'clock to the Notre Dame Fourvière, so I'm going to go in here. This is Cathédrale de Jean-Baptiste. Alright, back en route up there. right, everybody, that was easily one of my favorite things that I have seen since being in Europe, which is crazy. So that was definitely a great choice for me. So originally I thought I was just paying to go into the church, but the church is free to enter, which is normal in France. I don't know why I like thought I would need a ticket to enter, but what I wound up buying was a ticket so that way I could climb up to like the terraces up top. So we climbed all the way up to the top of the church, as you saw, which was so cool. It was 14 euros, and that's like the standard price for 18 plus. So it was so awesome, and we had a tour guide, and she was giving us lots of information, which was cool. So yeah, we got like a really cool inside tour of the Basilica. That one's a Basilica. So that was great. 10 out of 10 would recommend doing the little guided tour. Otherwise, the Basilica is free to go in. So Lyon was occupied by Romans, and so there's some Roman ruins around. So I'm gonna go see some of those ruins. It's like a theater area that they still put on plays in, which is cool, just like in the summertime when it's nice. So I'm gonna go check that out. Then I'm gonna head back down and feed myself some lunch because it's already 1:20. My visit started at 11 and I thought it was gonna be like an hour tops, maybe, but I also thought it was just me going into the church, so the tour was a lot longer, but it was well worth it, and I didn't really have that much planned today. So now I'm gonna go check out the ruins and then go get some lunch. Little lunch spot outside of the Musée du Cinéma. The birds are chirping. And this is my lunch. So I got from the grocery store 2 clementines and 2 kiwis, Coke Zero, and some Boursin cheese spread. And then went to the boulangerie and got some bread, and then a new pastry that I will show you before I eat it. So, bon appetit. This bird is taking a little dirt bath. How cute. Oh. No way. They're surrounding me. You stay there, King. No, no, no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, everybody. I finished my lunch. I didn't eat my little dessert yet. I also can't remember what it's called, but I will show you before I eat it. I just ate a lot of bread, so I can't eat that right now. Now I'm going to explore the little traboules, I think they're called. They're like the little passageways of Lyon. I'm going to hit a touristy shop, and then start to work my way back toward my hostel because my phone's gonna die. It still has like 60%, but that was after my portable charger. So as I navigate, it dies faster. So that is the plan now. Okay, I'm painfully out of breath after those stairs. But I'm going back to my hostel now. I'm just gonna chill for an hour. I'm not gonna nap, but I need to charge my phone and my portable charger and just chill for a little bit. And then I will head back out and explore kind of like the other half of the city this evening. Oh my gosh, so out of breath. So yeah, I'm gonna explore the other half of the city, but then also hit a couple thrift stores before they close. It's like 4 o'clock right now, so I'm gonna head back out around 5. So that's the plan. Okay, I'm back in my hostel room, and I realized I never showed you guys because I got in so late last night. So I'm in my little bunk bed right now. I am on the top. And then there are 10 beds total. So there's some below me and to the side. Those are the lockers where we can keep our stuff. And then we have 2 toilets and 2 showers. So pretty nice. And you saw the view at the very beginning of this video. It's pretty good to look out the window. Back out again. Okay, people. We have a couple missions. I'm back out for the evening. I was sitting down for maybe 40 minutes. It was not that long. But that's okay. If I stayed too long, I would have stayed in like all night, and I don't like being out when I'm solo traveling very late at night because I like to be home and be safe. So I'm just accepting the fact that I'm gonna go to bed early, and so I was like, you know what, Molly, you gotta power through. So it's like 5:15 now, and the mission is hit a couple thrift stores, and then hit a pharmacy because I need ibuprofen, and that is what we're off to now. Everybody, I took a quick pause to call my mom because I needed to take ibuprofen, and I had to ask her how much to take, and look who it is. Say hi.
Hi, I'm at work.
She's at work, but look, we're vlogging together again. Yay!
Weather is way better where
it is. It's gorgeous here.
It's just not that
It's
warm.
chilly in Minnesota. Okay, bye. Okay, I finished my thrifting. I always forget that thrift stores here are just like low-key disappointing compared to the ones back home, but I did find 2 scarves and a skirt, so I'll show you that later. But now I'm going to meet up with one of Breland's friends. Her name is V. I've met her like once or twice before, and we are gonna have a little picnic, and then Breland will actually be here tonight, like later tonight, so I don't know if I'll wind up seeing her, and then we're gonna spend the day together tomorrow because we randomly wound up in Lyon at the same time. So that is the plan for tonight. So I'm currently going to meet up with her. Her name is V. So we're gonna have a little picnic. All right, guys, V is here.
Hello.
Hey, we're on the river in Lyon, and it is so pretty. The sun is setting, and we've got our little picnic set up. We're eating some tabbouleh,
ginger beer.
and ginger beer. I have wine. Guys, I'm not gonna finish this wine. Nobody panic, but it was the cheapest bottle. And then some bread, and we're just gonna hang out along the river.
Yep.
Good morning, everybody. We have V and Breland. We're at a little vegan cafe situation. I got the they're cackling. They're not accustomed to like being in front of the camera like this. I think they're nervous.
I love the concept though. I support it.
She supports it. So I got a chia bowl and a cappuccino, and it should be here soon. So we'll show you when we have all the food. Yay! V We got the pancakes.
They look really good.
Braylon tried to get crepes or les crepes, but they can't make them today, so she just ordered pancakes as well. And I got the chia bowl. We just finished at the museum. It was very cool. Now we are gonna explore some of the traboules, which are like the little passageways, because I found a map of them. So we're gonna try and explore some of those. And then I'm going to Marseille, and these two are staying in Lyon. Where else are you going? You have Lyon, and then Grenoble.
Annecy. Yeah.
Love it.
And then Geneva.
There you go. So it's the vacances, so no one has to work, which is epic. So that's the plan.
Okay,
All right, everybody, I'm officially back on my solo adventuring grind. So now I'm gonna make my way toward the train station. I'm gonna stop at a boulangerie on the way so I can get a little sandwich soda moment, and then I will head to the train station and go to Marseille.